Hi everybody. So you can see right now I am home. It's not really what I expected yesterday. I think the last time I came online, which was yesterday, I was at the hospital around 4-ish. There was a few things that were going on in the hospital. I was supposed to do an MRI, which I actually ended up doing. And then they were supposed to check me again. The baby obviously was breached for a very long time, and then yesterday it moved closer to the entrance, of the uterus, down there. So the prayer was that he was going to move to the middle and engage my
the cervix.
The cervix, and that's how you can deliver. Labor would start, exactly. Derek is using the right words. It's like I'm all over the place. But what was happening was I was having a lot of contractions, like they said 3 minutes apart, and it was painful. But nothing was happening because the baby was not sitting right on the cervix. It was sitting on my pelvic bone. So it was quite frustrating. They came, they checked me. They actually talked between them to see if I could, eventually they would do the ECV, the thing that I actually didn't want to do. Well, I wanted to do it, but I canceled it. The cephalic version where they would move the baby to the middle. And this time the doctor was like, it's going to be easy to do that because we're not moving him from the top to the bottom. He's like literally almost there. We just have to move him directly on top of the cervix so he can engage it. So while you're having your intense whatever it is,
cramps and pains,
that he would engage it and then it would open up and then we'll just deliver him. Or you could just go home and wait for him to do it naturally, because he's doing it already. So we'll wait for him to do it naturally. So she actually came back again, checked me again in the evening, and that's when in the evening time the pain had subsided. The pain that I was going through that landed me in the hospital, it had subsided, and I think the reason is we haven't gotten any word from the thing that I went into, the machine that I went into, yet. I haven't gotten any word yet. To see, it was supposed to check my stomach, my back to see if there was something happening. But one of the doctors were like, he thinks that because the baby is, was just right here, all of him was right here, and he was turning really hard, that he must have sat on a pinched nerve, and he was just causing problem because his head, I could feel it was right here, and it was heavy, it was hard, and I think that it was just maybe moving caused him to kind of like, I don't know, sit on a pinched nerve, sit on some nerve, and it was pinching. I don't know, but it was an intense pain I was going through. And the medications were giving me to numb that pain was actually causing the baby's his breathing to slow down. So the second one they gave me was actually very scary because when they gave it to me, a bunch of the doctors came in the room because they had seen on the monitor that the baby's wasn't breathing. Heart rate was down, and they were trying to make me feel comfortable because I was suffering, and really, ask Derek, I was in pain.
Yeah, it was awful.
I was suffering so much. I was crying out. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I think they were just trying to clear me to calm down and not be suffering anymore. That the baby was kind of like, baby, so the baby's, I'm having a contraction right now. Sorry. The baby's heart rate went down, and then they were able to bring it back up again. So that was the last time I took that pain medicine. But thankfully that was the last time I needed it. So in the nighttime, Derek and I made a decision to come home and kind of wait it out and see if his heart goes down naturally. But what happened was when I got home yesterday, everything was good until I tried to go to sleep. And let me tell you guys, It was a difficult night. It was a difficult night. This morning, I've basically been bedridden. Bedridden from the morning. No energy. I can't get comfortable. Yeah. Everything hurts. And I think it's because also the baby is now sitting on my pelvic. My pelvic feels like it's dislocated or something. I don't know. Something is not right. So I called the office today, and my doctor told me to come in immediately. I went in immediately, and then they hooked me up to some stuff today to see. And he still said he's sitting right on the pelvic. He hasn't moved. He just needs to move like 2-3 inches into the middle, like right there, and he'll be right there engaging it, because I'm having all of these contractions and nothing is happening because he's not sitting and he's not engaging the cervix. So, I mean, this morning when I was going, or this afternoon when I was going to go see the doctor, I told Eric, I'm like, I'm over it. I'm done. Like, I'm done. I don't care anymore. Like, I just want to go just get this baby out. Like, I was just so, you know, I was just saying all these things, and obviously I didn't mean it, but when you get to some place where like you're just tired, and it's just like, I'm just done. And I'm getting to a place where I'm getting sad. Like, I never ever get sad or like depressed or like feeling sadness. All of a sudden I'm feeling like I don't want I don't want to do it. I'm just having these thoughts in my head, and I'm getting to this dark place, and I don't want to get there. And I just wanted to enjoy the last few days of just being pregnant and not having all these issues and pain and all these back and forth and all these things happening. And it's like I can't catch a break, you know? Yeah. So I don't know what to do. Either way, he sent me home again, and he said that I just have to wait it out.
Yeah. So basically, like, yeah, everything that Ruth said was like spot on. So, you know, she was arriving in agony a couple of nights ago. It all started, you know, a couple of nights ago. We put the kids to bed, and she was kind of upset. She was in immense pain. So, you know, she said it wasn't like contraction pain. It was just like a bunch of pain, like generalized, local, very severe. So long story, instead of doing the ambulance, whatever, I just drove her to the hospital. So we went straight to labor and delivery, no ER. And, yeah, and then they started running some tests and everything, and like Ruth said, like, you know, I was just miserable. Like, you know, she's in a lot of pain and everything. You know, it could be more than just the pregnancy as well. There might be an issue with the gallbladder or something, with gallstones and stuff. But for the baby, you know, he did start turning, but he's like at like 135 degree angle. He's not like 180 from like, did 180, he's like at an angle, so his head is, you know, diagonally down, and as Ruth said, it has to come down. But yeah, they think the head might have been hit the nerve at the top. That's what was giving her pain, among some other things. So yeah, it was a really, really tough 24 hours at the hospital. But you know, we're there. The great staff, you know, the doctors, the nurses, they're all amazing. Yeah. Came home, her OBGYN, a nurse in the doctor's office today was really supportive, really great. So, you know, they said, like, she has to stay hydrated. That's the thing. I mean, I know she does because she drinks a ton of water, but they said, you know, she just needs to drink more water, and then, you know, every 6 hours, extra strength Tylenol to help deal with the pain if she needs it. And just, you know, until the time comes when baby's ready to come out, you know, baby's ready to come out. He's just not... He's not helping himself. Yeah, maybe he's just, you know, he's being stubborn. He's like, I like it in here. I don't want to come out. I'm enjoying it in here because everything's done for me. The MRI that I did, you were not there for, but, you know, because you had to do a few things. But the MRI things that I did, and like I said before, remember when I was talking about the thing on the live? Yesterday I had a claustrophobia. Guess what happened? So they take me to the MRI room, and there's this tube thing that you lay on this like table, and it just takes you into the tube. You should have seen. I was going in the tube. Yeah. They told you this before. Yeah, and my head was like right there. And as soon as I got into the tube, I started screaming. I'm like, get me out of here. And they, only imagine. Which was good. They got me out immediately. Right. And I was freaking out, and I was like, you don't understand, I have to do this. I have to do this MRI.
but I can't go in there. I can't go, but I have to do it. I have to get it done. And I was like
boy.
praying. I was like, please God, I got to do this exam. I got to do this MRI. I had to do this thing. I was just trying to tell myself, like, Ruth, you can't get out of this. Like, you need this MRI. You need to know what's going on. You need to get this for the baby. I was just trying to convince myself. And this woman was so nice. She came over. She put her arm on me. She's like, take a deep breath. You'll be fine. He's like, I can take some of his pillows. So she took the pillows from underneath my head. And then I was more flat. I was uncomfortable because my belly is really high up and I had an arch on my back. So my back was hurting me. So she gave me some stuff for my back. Didn't help completely, but it helped a bit. And this time I wasn't so close to the tap. And she told me to put my head up like this. While I was laying there. It's annoying, but I had to do that in order to see them back there, because seeing somebody back there kind of helped. So I was laying down with my head all the way to the back, looking at the back, while my body was in the machine.
Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, I've had to do that a couple of times. So.
For 15 minutes. And every minute I was praying and saying, dear God, help me. And at some point, I think I was like 3 minutes to the end. I had the urge to tell them to take me out. But every time I had that urge, I would think of something nice. Like, I'll think of like you. I'll think of like the kids. I'll think of something that we did that was good. I'll think of like date nights. I'll think of like really nice stuff to get me through. Can you imagine the pain just to be in that circle? Because I have claustrophobia. I didn't know this until it happened in Florida when we were in Disney World. I went into this machine. I'm not saying sorry, but I was in this machine and it was really bad. And that's how I knew it. So I got out of it. I'm fine. Everything is good now. We're waiting still for the MRI results. They were going to give it to us last night, but because we wanted to come home, they just said they'll give it to us later, or they'll, get a hold of us later and give it to us. So we're waiting for that still. The lady's like, because remember, I think 2-3 years ago, I made a video with you guys. I don't know if you remember this one. I talked about how they found like a gallstone, a little one, in my gallbladder, and it wasn't anything now, but in the future I could have it removed or whatnot. So that was the same thing they saw, and they think that if it hasn't disturbed me all this time, and then why all of a sudden? Unless the baby maybe probably pinched a nerve, something trying to switch, or maybe it's that. We don't know, right? But I doubt it if it hasn't bothered me all this time where I was eating burgers and all these foods. Why this pregnancy when I barely eat anything? I don't eat anything that is bad. So the doctor's like, I doubt that is the case. And I've been good since. I came home last night. I ate a yogurt bowl parfait, and then a little bit of Derek got me a Chipotle. I ate a little bit of that with the chicken, mostly the chicken and the rice, the plain stuff. And I haven't had anything yet with that issue. So I know we're all waiting for baby. I know I've gotten so many messages and stuff, but
sorry guys. Sorry to disappoint. And everyone's like, oh, you must be having the baby. Sorry, not yet. Soon. It's gonna happen soon. Yeah. Just maybe a couple more days, a few more days, we'll say.
Yeah, I didn't even think it would last this weekend at home. I was like, there's no way. So we have everything on standby. We have the car seat in the car. Yes. And a few things that we're doing. And I, this is nice because I get to do a little laundry before, or like really put things, because yesterday's going to the hospital that night was a bit crazy. So we didn't do certain things. We forgot some stuff. It was just a whole lot of mess. But now we get to like get everything in order. Who's going to be with the girls, what they're going to be eating, all of that stuff before we go, just in case I have to stay a few days before at the hospital. So yeah, today it's been a long, tiring day, and I came and I slept, which was nice.
Yeah, you got good sleep.
I got some good sleep, which was nice.
I know, yeah, I'm still lacking on sleep. I got some good sleep last night, but I didn't get really much any sleep the night that we took her to the hospital. Because like the room, they provide like a chair there, very uncomfortable. It looks like it'd be so comfortable, but it's not. It's really uncomfortable. And there's another chair. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the hospital. Like the people and everything's great. It's just the chair. So anyway, I try to sleep in the car. I'm in the driver's side, and then lo and behold, there's like a light right there shining. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that. So I drive to another parking lot. It's a little bit more darker. I mean, parking spot, whatever. But like, it's even though it's like 3 and 4 in the morning, there's still like a bunch of people. No, wait, it was 5, 6 in the morning at this point. Yeah, maybe 5 or 6 actually. I think. Anyway, so like, there's still like there's people coming in and out. Like it's coming alive, whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll try sitting in the passenger side because the gas and the brake just it's not working. It's not comfortable. So I switched then. And then, I'm dozing off, and then, a couple people walk by, they start laughing really loud. I wake up, I'm like, oh, man, why did they do that? Dozing off again. Again, this is 5 minutes everything, the light, changing the seat, whatever, then people are like yelling at each other or whatever. I was like, what's that? I woke up, and then they went away. I'm like, this is getting really annoying. I can't even sleep in the parking lot. And the last time I almost dozed off, guy parks next to me, slams his car door as he exits, leaves, and I'm like, that's it, I'm out of here. So I went back home, able to get like a couple hours.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was back home. I think he was in the parking lot this whole time. He was back home.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
We live 5-10 minutes away. Anyway,
yeah, very close. Now, one thing though I was saying was that I learned from the doctor's office, and I wouldn't even know this, that a lot of women when they're pregnant, for some reason, they get gallstones, kidney stones. It's very, very common from pregnant women. And if you've had it or you have it, or it's, for some reason, it makes itself present when you're pregnant. So it wasn't like an abnormal thing. And I'm reading the comments now. I see a lot of you guys had yours removed right after your delivery. Apparently it's very, very, very common. I had no idea. Both my girls, I never had anything where it made it react or come to life or whatnot, but I heard that a lot. So for everyone who's watching, if you're wondering, and if this happens to you, just know that it's absolutely normal. They said that it really does happen a lot, like gallstones or whatever while you're pregnant. For some reason, the hormones or whatever doesn't messes things up, right? It's just crazy when hormones are involved. Everything just
stupid hormones.
This is crazy, but that's what I learned. So
yeah.
But anyway, we just wanted to give a little update because that's that right now. I have to just kind of master the strength to do, come on live or whatnot. So if we don't come here as often, we barely came here anyway. Sometimes I feel like I know all these content creators will do it so much. What is it? You want to say something?
Oh, no, it's all right. Keep going. You're fine.
Well, you have to go, right?
Yeah, well,
okay, just go and then...
But yeah, no, I think what we're trying to say is like, we're just not going to be on that all. Well, when there's issues like this where, her energy is depleted and she's tired and everything, it's like, we'll be on a few times, but, we're doing what we can. But I mean, again, it all counts towards the baby boy. So once he's there, knock on wood, everything's going to be great again. So anyway, I got to go.
I'll see you
guys later. Yeah.
I have your phone anyway, but
all right, it's fine.
Let's pick her up and bring her. So I wasn't sure how long I was going to be at the hospital because I had one of my friends. She's so nice. Her name is Anna Marie. I had her do Summer's hair because she's been doing a lot of swimming, a lot of swimming, and I'm so glad she's been swimming and stuff because that's very healthy for her. So her hair has been so she was gonna shampoo it and condition it and do everything and braid it a little bit. I told her like something simple. I was gonna do it, but I don't have the energy to do it. So, and I thought I was gonna be in the hospital a few days, so I just wanted her to be good, So Derek is gonna go pick her up, and then Autumn is with my mom at the moment, and but let me answer a few questions before I go, okay? Someone says so much drama. Every woman goes through it, and that's the problem. Cheryl, Brent, whoever you are, you will get blocked. But before I say that, pregnancy is different for every woman. Never ever, how would I even say this? Never ever lessen somebody's pregnancy story because it's a very dangerous thing to be pregnant. And a lot of people might think, oh, pregnancy is so nice and it's so beautiful. Some people get pregnant and they never come out of it, or the kids never do. It happens a lot, and there's so much complications that happen in pregnancy, a lot more than people speak about. And I really hope that this would make a lot of women talk about such issues and make it very normal to talk about. There's a lot of complications. The fact that perhaps you, Cheryl, didn't have any of these complications and you came out of it, thank God for it. Thank God every single day for it, because not everyone does. Not everyone does. And, you know, it's kind of sucks that you are a woman and you should know kind of better. I mean, I should see a comment like this coming from a man, but a woman, you know. So, anyway, before I do anything, guys, let me just take care of this now. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for bringing it to my attention. Anyways, yeah, I already blocked her. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Please ignore the negativity. Yes, I am. I'm just blocking her for all of us, okay? Not for just me, for you guys too. Because a lot of women on here a lot of people on here are women. So I'm just doing it for it. When I block somebody, guys, it's not, because with me, I really could care less. But I think I'm doing it for everybody's sanity, you know, because it's such a positive space. We want to really keep it positive here, you know. I had a family member, yeah, from giving birth, yeah, it happened. I just wish that women would talk about a lot of their pregnancy struggles. I really do. And that's the whole reason why I talked about mine this year, because forever when I was going through my pregnancy situation, let me tell you, Summer's pregnancy, me being pregnant with Summer, was one of the worst. And I always talk about it. I said, right now I'm going to write a book on it, because none of you guys will believe what I went through with Summer's pregnancy. Autumn too, but Summer, she's a miracle baby. And I didn't tell anybody. I suffered alone. And with Autumn too, we were already on Facebook with Autumn, but we took a 5-month hiatus where we were not online at all. I didn't talk about it, and I truly suffered alone. While everybody else was like online, watching the videos that we did in the past before Autumn was born, laughing at the pranks, the funny stuff, I was suffering alone in pain. And I was going through this dark era, and I didn't feel like I could talk about it. But this time, I was like, you know what? If I have this platform, perhaps we should start talking about pregnancies and how it is that we go through, the things that we go through to bring babies into this world. I think it's very, very, very important as women, because people, even including some men, even take it lightly when women are pregnant. Like, you know, a woman can be pregnant and bringing out this beautiful thing and just going through all of the struggles and, you know, all this pain, suffering, whatever it is in the stomach. And some women are still supposed to do everything that comes with a household and still take care of the children and still drive around and do all of these things, still work and bring money home and all of this stuff. And it's just like, you know, it's just like very funny to me how that is so possible in this day and age. It's because, you know what, we don't talk about it more. When we don't talk about our struggles when we're pregnant, then nobody knows. I think it's just like you know, it's just like, oh, you're pregnant. We got to talk about it more, you know? So hopefully we do. I want to answer a few questions before I go. Remember that God is in control. Yes, absolutely. You have any questions for me before I go? praying for you and baby. Thank you. The ice cream guy is here, even though it's so dark and not so sunny outside. Praying for you for safe delivery for you, Ruth. God is with you. Soon he will have his bundle of joy. Your bundle of joy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. We don't know the baby boy name yet. We're waiting for him to be born. We're just going to look at him, and then whatever name is fitting, we'll give it to him in that moment. It will be our first time doing it, but it'll be an experience. It'll be different. You know, we don't know yet. And we had a few of the doctors asking if we had a name, but we have a few names. We have like four or five names. We just want to look at them, and we'll just, you know, we'll just give it to him right there, and then we'll let you guys know. You'll find out anyway, as soon as, you know, you'll find out as soon as we know. So yeah, I think right now, did the baby turn? Yeah. So he did the big turn. The big turn he did, which was we were all praying for, which it did happen. The big turn was his head was way here, and he did that big turn. I don't know why he didn't go all the way, but he kind of stopped at a 7, you know, like that degree here. So his head is still right here, sitting on my pelvic bone, which is, you know, every time I have to get up and walk, it's like a struggle. I'm like, like it's like I'm climbing Mount Everest. It's really hard because it's sitting right there and right on it, and it's just hurting a bit. Not a bit, but quite a lot actually. But we just need him to just, you know, scooch right into the middle. And I think I have a feeling if by Monday I see the doctor and he's still sitting there, I might actually have him do a slight ECV, which is what I was going to do this Monday, where they turn the baby. I'll just see if he can just turn it into the middle so he can engage. Because if I'm still having all these contractions this whole weekend, I've been having it since yesterday and then today. If I'm tomorrow Saturday, I'm 38 weeks. If I'm having it, and on Sunday I'm having it, and I see him on Monday, then I'm gonna be. It's too much pain for me with nothing. You know, I'm having all these contractions, but nothing is happening. Then I'm gonna have him put him in the middle. At least try that first, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. But that's basically it, guys. That's basically it. It's just, baby's good. A lot of pain for mommy, but baby's good. So I got all your messages. I'm very blessed with all of the positivity. Thank you guys so much. Let me say thank you to the star senders, because you guys are awesome. Linda Kozovic, thank you for 100 stars. Thank you again, Linda. Thank you again, Linda. And again, Linda. Guys, help me say thank you to the star senders. And Diana Steffelin, thank you for 100 stars. And then Linda again. Oh my goodness, Linda, thank you so much. Bradley says, love you, Ruth and family. We miss you all. Hug the girls for us, and thank Derek for us for taking care of you. Will do. Thank you so much for 100 stars. Thank you, Lillian, for 100 stars. Thank you, Erin, for 100 stars. Thank you, Harriet, for 100 stars. And as Donna says, next time, close your eyes and leave them closed. It's a breeze that way. Put an ice pack behind the baby. Behind the baby. Like, like put an ice pack on the baby, or I don't get it. Behind the baby. Can you explain that a bit more, Donna? But anyway, thank you for 100 stars. Do you put the ice pack on the baby, or do you put the ice pack where you want the baby to go, or do you put the ice pack where the baby? I don't get it. There's this thing where you do ice packs. I think when I was at the hospital, I did ask for ice pack, but I put it over here, you know, where I wanted the baby to go, because that's what the doctor said. But then a few of you are like, no, you put it where you want the baby to leave, because they don't want the cold. So anyway, so there's two stories to that. So I gotta figure out which one is the right way, because we definitely don't want the baby to run away from here and come back here. That'll be good. That'll be bad. So anyway, I'm gonna get going. We'll back tomorrow if anything else happens. But everyone is good. The girls are good. You know, everything is going good. So yeah, thank you everyone for all the love and support, and we'll be back. So, oh, I have to say hi. Thank you, Maxine, for 500 stars. Audrey Peterson says, thanking God for recovery, your pain. Yeah, thank God. Because that pain, I didn't think I was ever going to come out of it. That pain, my goodness, I was like, what is happening to my body? And it's gone. Well, except for my pain of contractions and my pelvic pain. But that's, I can deal with that. But the pain of this part of the stomach and the back pain, oh my God, I have never felt something like that before. But yeah, thank you, Audrey, for 100 stars. And thank you, Mary Jo Tabin Edwards, for 500 stars. God bless you. Thank you, Lorraine, for 145 stars. Thank you, Lisa Hughes, for 100 stars. Thank you, Lena Saints, again, for 100 stars. Thank you, Judy, for 145 stars. And thank you, Nadia Ramos, for 100 stars. Oh my goodness, this goes on and on, guys. Sorry. Thank you, Jeanette Golden, for 100 stars. And then thank you, Margarita, for 200 stars. Thank you. Tika says, blessings to you and the entire family. You're an amazing mom. Oh, thank you, Tika. Thank you so much. Thank you for 100 stars. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. I love you all. God bless you all. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye, everybody. Hold on a second. I just feel like thank you, Miss J. Jawara, keeping you up in prayers. Thank you for 100 stars. Ya Amankwa. Ya Amankwa, you are a Ghanaian because your name is absolutely a Ghanaian name. Amankwa, thank you for 500 stars. Thank you, Amankwa. We love you. Oh, thank you, Christy Weeks says we love you, beautiful. We love you too. Thank you so much. You need to walk a lot. And that's the thing. Walking is a bit hard for me at the moment because when I walk, my stomach is so far down, even though it's so far down and actually it hurts. So I'm having, even when I'm using the bathroom or walking around the house, I'm having to hold my stomach up. Look at this. I'm skinny still. Everything is here. The doctor was even saying, like, how are you able to carry this around? Everything is in my front. So, and, you know, until yesterday, the baby was still sitting on my lungs. So I could barely do anything like walking. So I have to hold this up and it hurts. Like, I feel like it's pulling the sides. Like, when I'm walking right now, I feel like it just hurts to walk. It really does. And I've been doing it in the house, and I could do it maybe for 5 minutes, but I don't think like it. When you're talking about walking, you're thinking about like maybe 15-minute walk, 20 minutes. I can't do any of that because my stomach is just so heavy. It's just so heavy. And even the belts are not holding it up, because I did try the belt a few days ago. It's not holding it up. So, and the belt is actually small. It's gone because my stomach is so long now that the belt is too small for it. So go figure. Go figure. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. Love you guys. Bye, everybody.